Hey guys, what's up? So I'm gonna go ahead and talk about the latest chapter of Berserk Chapter 357 and the significance of this chapter and the possibilities of Griffith becoming the all-time god or whatever he's trying to do. We really don't know. At this point, the chapter is way too short. Like as you can see here, it's only 70 pages long, and Berserk is too deep and too intricate for us to just guess in 17 pages what the hell Griffith could do. I'm just joking. I'll give you my best theory, as always. Okay, so not going to review the entire chapter, but I'm going to touch on some significant parts, right? So the first significant thing that happened in this chapter, I think is page, right, yeah, wow, first try too. Alright, on page 11 on Manga Stream here, we see that, Griffith tells all his forces to move out, and they are able to go through this wormhole-like thing, right? What is happening here is pretty much Griffith is using the world tree to pretty much warp across the land. As we see here, right? It looks like they're flying and whatnot, but they're really just using the branches of the legendary tree Yggdrasil. Now, if you guys forgotten, which I doubt because all you guys are very smart, Yggdrasil is the tree of legend in Norse mythology. And on this website here, and the reason why I picked this website is really interesting, the ancientorigins.net, it talks about Yggdrasil and how that, what kind of English do I use? Jesus. But it talks about Yggdrasil and the fact that the original scriptures about Yggdrasil was in this book called The King's Book, right? So you guys really should check out this website. It had some interesting readings. But it talks about how Odin and Yggdrasil were linked because Yggdrasil stands for Odin's horse or something like that. And pretty much, as we see here, Griffith is able to activate this, right? Activate this tree just like Odin was to travel and transcend time and space or whatnot. But the significance of this comes on page 16 as well. Because on page 16, it talks about how Griffith and Sonya are the only two who could use this tree, right? Right here you can see Sonya is like, the only ones who can navigate the branches are Lord Griffith and myself. So this is quite significant, right? Because it's kind of like saying there's nobody else who could actually activate the tree like them. And there's a key to this because, there has to be a significance of why Griffith is traveling the lands, defeating these apostles and activated these critical points. Like we saw, he defeated the Emperor to activate the world tree. Then he defeated this other apostle, the Troll, but his blood didn't do anything. He just defeated him so he could get to the stones that he was protecting so that he could activate the ability to use the world tree to travel across space and time. But we already knew that he may have had this ability already because as we saw with the Moonlight Child was able to use the tree to travel through space as well, because we saw him when he was on his ship. He was up there looking down on Guts and them, and then he just warped through the branches of the tree and looked like a shooting star. But pretty much the only two theories I could think of is Griffith is doing these special steps in order to awaken some type of being that is probably inaccessible to him as of right now because of the ability to transcend time and space or whatever he needs to transcend to get, or dimensions even, to get to this being. Or he's just doing this to amass more power so that he could, launch his attack against, Elfham and kill Guts on them. Because as we saw too, his apostles are not able to travel in their apostle form using the tree, right? They have to revert back to human. Hold on, let me find the page what talks about that. Okay, so they're up here, blah blah blah. He's like, hey guys, thanks for fixing these stones, blah blah blah. And hold on, my computer's really slow. Remind me to upgrade my internet, Oh, orders for the whole army. Prepare to break camp and depart at dawn, forming two lines. War demons return to human forms and army cells. And he's like, he's right. Sonya's like, he's right. They get stuck in the way they are, right? And, again, they know so much about this. it has to be something greater that Griffith is trying to do. And I feel, again, that the God Hand, they are created significantly to pretty much, you know, they're trying to do some type of will and stuff, because Griffith, you know, he created Falconia. Look how nice this place looks, right? Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up. It looks so nice. It looks like a place anybody would want to live, right? But he's doing all this for something else. He doesn't seem content to what he's doing. So, but whatever he's up to, it remains to be seen. You know, a long time ago when I was a kid, I played this game called Legend of Dragoon that dealt with the World Tree, and the fact that these people were trying to use the World Tree to awaken the 108th being, which was like the god of destruction and whatnot. Maybe Griffith is trying to do that, you know. I could pull theories out my ass all day, but something is going on, clearly, or else we won't be talking about it or reading this manga, and it's very interesting. What do you guys think is Griffith's endgame? And also, you know, I promise this time I'm being serious. Tell me what other series, manga, anime, or whatnot you guys are watching and, you know, enjoy. And, you know, I'll try to check them out and, you know, give you guys my own personal theories on them. One series I've been watching recently and I thought it was really interesting is How Not to Summon a Demon Lord. So, yeah, you guys let me know what you think. Comment below. And as always, take care.